Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Friday. Today is November 22nd. And as you can see, I have got my U-Profit chart up. And the reason I did that is because I did not even trade the Apex accounts today. I had a bad red day, very bad red day. I mean, it's one of those things that's going to happen. And today was one of those days. So my three U-Profit accounts, one of them I had a profit on. The one that this is not the one you were looking at. We're looking at the one that I had 5,000 in profit in. We lost $2,000 on this account today. And so we're back down to 53,000. So 3,100 in profit right now, which is still quite okay. But yeah, I just did not have a good day. Today was a very, very difficult trading day for me. I'm actually really curious. Please put in the comments if you had a good day or bad day today. Even just put good day or bad day. That's all I need to know. If you want to elaborate, please go ahead. But we basically traded in about a 200-point range today. And it was very, very difficult. I overtraded for sure. On this account specifically, and over trading is a form of tilt. I mean, I was not in a all right, I'm going to show this market bad frame of mind, balls to the wall, doing stupid stuff. It wasn't that type of tilt, but it was continuing to trade, and then just continuing to fail. I mean, I would have small wins, but then I'd have losses. And I never had any big losses, obviously. I trade pretty tight stops. But it was just kind of a death by 1,000 cuts. And, we end up bleeding away $2,000. But, you look at the morning session, we opened up, we have a 100-point move up, 100-point move down, 100-point move up, 180-point move down, 150-point move up, 120-point move down. And this was a bad one here, 50-point ripper up, right back down. And then you have, a cumulative here. This whole move here was another probably 120 points, give back 30, then you rip up 60, you rip back down 40, rip up 20, then you drop back 50, right back up 50, right down 50, and then right back up 50 points. It's just very, very, very difficult. And what I found was a lot of the setups that I would take, they just didn't pan out. And like, if you were a scalper, if you're a scalp trader and looking for, 5 points, 10 ticks, 20 ticks, today was probably a really good day. But for me, it was not a good day, because I'm typically I am looking for, I would say, an average of, on the low side, I'm looking for 12 points. And I'm oftentimes looking for, to try to get to a 20 or a 30-point trade. I mean, I don't get it all the time, but I do get a fairly large trade quite frequently, almost on a daily basis, at least as of late. I've really done that quite a bit, where I'll get a pretty good trade. So, but it just didn't. I couldn't get it today. It just did not. I had one, I think maybe somewhere in here. I might have caught. No, I didn't get this move. Maybe it was, no. I know right here I was long, and I should have taken profit. I was looking for this to go all the way back up and kind of test these highs, and we just come right back down. And I did take some profit on that trade, but I left several $100s on the table on that move. But that was just, it's kind of how the day went. It was very, very difficult trading. And, I just kept on working, kept on trading. You can see I drew some trend lines in here. And I was like, well, if this breaks out, maybe we finally have a chance to go. Well, this didn't. We tested it. I did take some profit here, but we fell right back down. And then I also had drawn this trend line, as you can see right here. And I thought, well, maybe we're just, we kind of double topped here. We actually fully double topped here. We just broke the opening highs. And I thought, well, maybe since we can't get anything above either ES or NQ, nothing could climb above like the opening range high almost. And I thought, well, if this breaks down below, on this trend, then I can start looking for shorts. Did not work. Looked like we were going to move here, come right back up. I mean, even this move right here, this is a 20-point move. And it's just, then you drop back down and then rip back up. It's just, instead of then fully falling apart, we just did these little fakes, if you will. So it was just a very, very, very tough day for me. And really, it was only on two accounts. It was this account, And then the, what I call the number 2 account, I lost 1,500. That account's down to 49, about 6. So we've got about 1,500 in drawdown left on that account, which is enough. I actually traded it some in the overnight session earlier, and then I traded it here a little bit right through here. And again, as I was just talking about, I thought, well, okay, this is breaking apart. And most of these were short setups. Not all of them, but most of them were short setups. And you get here, you have 20-point wick, 20-point wick. Like this one here, I thought, all right, this is going to now go, we're going to go long. Boom, fell apart. It just wasn't, it wasn't there, and I just wasn't seeing it. So the only bright side to these accounts today was the newest one. I had 500 in profit, and I actually did that in the overnight session, so didn't even trade it today. And obviously that was the win. So yeah, that was pretty much it on those accounts. So we're, I think this one here, this is my second or third trading day. This one here, I've also got like maybe 3 days on this one, 4 days maybe today, which it's got a ways to go. And then the biggest one that I've taken a couple of payouts from already, this account here was on day 3. So I needed to trade it a couple more days anyway. So I'm going to need at least 3 more days of 200 before I can request another payout. And we'll need to have at least $200 days, because at 3,100, if I have 3 $200 days, that puts my balance up to 3,700. I really want it to be above 4,000 in profit before I withdraw, so that I'm actually keeping my $2,000 buffer. So that just brings up something I need to talk about on Apex. Like I just said on my UProfit account. So I want to protect that buffer. And there's a lot of people talking crap about Apex. Joey Morgan's one of them. One of the recent videos, how all these Apex denials, and then there was comments in there about, yeah, this new rule with you can't withdraw from the buffer, and it's so stupid, and blah 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 blah. That is so asininely stupid of people. I don't care if you don't trade with Apex. Trust me. I've traded with UProfit, with Take Profit, with Apex, and got payouts with all 3. So it's not like you have to trade with Apex. They're the best firm out there. I like them. I've never had an issue, but you can't withdraw from your safety net. I think on Top Step, for example, which I think is a great firm, you can only take 50% of your profits. So the $2,000 that you can't withdraw from Apex, that's not a big deal. And even on UProfit, like I was just talking about, I'm not going to withdraw into that 2,000 because I want to keep these accounts. I want to grow them. So I don't get how some people are just twisted in their mind. So sorry about the rant, but that just kind of popped in my head as I was talking about that. I think the big win on the Apex side of things is not trading them today, because obviously I was not seeing things very clear, and I was like, screw that. I'm not even going to touch these accounts. So these 3 funded accounts that I've got, I had a couple more evals rebill. I might need to cancel some of them because I just don't need that many evals. But in any case, at least not right now. I've got enough accounts to trade with the 3 UProfit accounts, and if I can pass this Take Profit, that's another funded account. I wouldn't mind adding a few more and building this up to maybe, I guess I wouldn't mind getting up to like 10 Apex accounts. That's fine, but I don't know. I've been over the summer. I was pretty crazy with the evals, and I'm being very, very careful with them, and it's working a lot better. So that's kind of a mindset. But yeah, these 3 accounts. Let's just go to the PA section so you can. This is a little bit easier to see. My drawdowns are almost full, about 2,500 in drawdown available, which is what it's it's basically at full drawdown capacity, and all the accounts are above 50,000, about 700 in profit. So I just see no reason today to jeopardize those accounts and try to push that, trade those, and then all at once we have these red, and we have a bad day. So I did take a couple trades with this eval, and as you can see, that didn't go well. That kind of should have been a warning sign that maybe I shouldn't have traded the UProfit like I did. After I had a little bit of a loss, I should have just quit. But here we are. So it is what it is. I want to show the week, because really the week is not bad at all. We still have a green week of 2,100 in profit, and this is the accounts. So the Apex side of things, we made almost 300 per account this week on those accounts. And on the original, the UProfit 1, I guess I'll call it, that account, we still made 900 on it, even though we lost 2,000 today. We basically gave back the 2,000 we made on Wednesday, so whatever. And then on the UProfit 2 account, we did end up losing 400 this week on that account. And then the newest one, the UProfit 3 account, we ended up making 1,500. So, and yeah, today was day 2, this was day 6 and day 19 on the UProfit original. So in either case, even though we have a red day, we still had a good week, we still had a solid week. Let's go to TradeZella. Whoops, wrong screen. Here we go. TradeZella. So this is today, down 3,000. And I just put the trades in as one trade a piece, even though I took a bunch of trades. I wasn't going to mess with trying to put every single little trade into TradeZella since it was a losing day. But the fourth red day of the month. So that's fine. Still a very, very high daily win rate. And I'm still green on the month by over 3,000, about over $3,300 green. Still green for the week, so I really can't complain. I mean, yes, I had a bad red day, but oh well. You're gonna if you think that you're gonna trade and have an 80-90% win rate and never have red days, I'm sorry, but you're have another drink because that's not reality. But anyway, that is that. Let's take a look at the just on the accounts themselves. So on Apex, we are still down 537. That's where we were yesterday because we didn't trade those today. So we're still down 500 on those accounts, which is not bad. And again, having a really good month with the Apex accounts. And as we look at, let's just look at the UProfits in total. We are still green 3,300 on the UProfit accounts for the month. So I really can't complain. It's just today was one of those days where, you just chalk it off as it happens. And, Monday is a new day and new week. And as we traders like to say, we love Mondays. So anyway, that's pretty much a wrap. I really didn't even take a look at this. So yeah, today we kind of traded in this chop range right here between the 700s and the 900s, which was about where we fell today. So we did come out, kind of break out of this little box that I've had on my charts. Can I squash this? Let me move this to a 60-minute. Well, something is awfully slow. There we go. There we go. So we did, break out of this box that I've had on my charts that, we've kind of fell into. This goes back from about early October into here late November. We fell into we were in this channel for a while. We came out of it, fell right back in it, traded in this for several days, and now we've kind of broken out of it, but we couldn't get it going any further. So I think we still need to see maybe these 900 areas. Maybe this 900 area needs to reclaim before we get further upside. Or if we fall below the 700s, we're obviously going to be right back down into this box, and maybe I think these 400s are probably pretty key. This box, maybe, I'm going to leave it because we had some lows out here earlier that I think could still be in play. But if we lose the 300s, it's pretty much a free fall all the way down to the 2000s. So that'll be something to look at next week and just to see, do we continue to hold this? Are we going to see a bounce off 700 and really go long? Are we just going to get a reclaim of 900? Or is this thing going to, stair step its way back down and really fall apart? So we shall see. ES is probably about the same. Yeah, here again, let me just move this to the, let's go 60-minute. Should be a pretty similar picture, I would think. Gosh, this is slow. Yeah, here's that channel on ES. And we did break out of this quite nicely. In fact, I didn't even notice this today, but we're kind of rejecting right here off the 995s, 990s maybe. I don't have that marked as a level, and I probably should. I think this might be a little incorrect. I might be able to kind of mix. I've got about a 5980 in here, 5985 and a 6000. I think that probably should be right here where this green initial balance high is today. That seems to be a really, wow, that's just kind of popping out. But that's honestly, this is not rocket science. I mark these levels out just like this. Here we have a low, bit of a high here, and then we bumped into that today quite a bit. So that I may need to get rid of these two and come into as one level here. But we've definitely pushed up higher on ES out of this little channel that we were in. So I would say maybe this feels like this is going to be looking for further upside. It looks a lot stronger. I would say ES looks a little bit more bullish than what NQ does. Even though NQ does look a little bit bullish, it's showing some bullish signs. I think ES is probably looking a little bit stronger. So we shall see. Just watch the support and resistance areas and go from there. So, all right, I'm going to leave you with that. I've been rambling for too long. Gosh, it's already 15 minutes. Once again, thank you. Appreciate you guys following along. Again, like I said in the early part of the video there, if you let me know how you did today. I'm really curious, actually. And you can just put good day or bad day or okay day. I don't mind. But I'm just really curious to see how did you guys fare in this 200-point chop range that we had today. So in any case, I'll leave you with that. Thanks for using code BCT, which gets you the best deal with Apex and Take Profit Trader. And I also think affordable indicators, this little indicator thing here, or this little banner up here at the top, 20% off affordable indicators. I think for Black Friday, they have a 40 or 45% sale. So my link will get you that discount. I believe so. So you might want to check that out. But in any case, just throwing that out there. If you're new, feel free to like and subscribe. I try to bring these updates to you every day and just take you along on my trading journey. So we're going to work pretty hard at it next week. I'm going to try to get one more payout before the end of November, which is probably going to be a little bit tough today with the red day, but we're going to give it a shot. So once again, have a great weekend. Take care and trade well on Monday. And we'll try to have another update for you on Monday afternoon. Take care and so long.